The coffee approach. Why do I have that picture there? Coffee, which we live in, is one of the most popular drinks in the world. It can be served in many different ways, both cold, hot. In every nation, in every country, in every religion, they love coffee, but it's so enjoyable and it gives all of us a great pleasure. Have too much of it and you will have some problems. So the reason I mentioned the coffee approach is because what we do as a company and what I do myself, as part of the company, I meet people, I have a cup of coffee, I spend time to understand them. While I'm having coffee, I remember that coffee is very, very popular, so I have to be popular with the person I'm speaking to. At the same time, when I'm having a coffee, I remember that coffee is served in many different ways. So each one of us like our coffee different. Therefore, each individual business person that I meet, it has different needs. And each business that person represents, it's very unique to the person who represents the business. Our business, for us as small business people, is to some degree an extension of our mind and our desires and our needs. So when I have coffee with somebody, I bear that in mind. That I know that business you're speaking to me about, it's very unique, and I have to be adapted to that one. Then I know that if you have too much coffee, it becomes toxic, and it can make you ill. So I know that I have to deliver a service to my client, which will never become toxic, always become enjoyable. So that's why I have the coffee approach, and I use that in what I do. Right, the Evolution Services, the first part of our business, is your reliable partner in business growth. We help people to grow. How do we do that? We do that by providing business development services, business plans, lead generation services, appointment making services, assisting in closing the sale, client negotiations, client conflict resolutions, and digital media support. So when we go into the clients, we become a project manager. Sometimes the client will say to me, I've got my web designer, I've got a telemarketer, I've got my team in place, but somehow the whole process is not working. Staff, can you support me to work with my service providers to make the whole system, the lead generation and appointment making system working for me? And that's what I do. Okay. With all the clients, and from my experience in the last few years, well, actually I've been in business for 30 years, what people really need, in my experience, is actually the route to a new client. All of us, we know what we do when we're in business. We're very good, that's why we set up the business. We know exactly what we deliver. Getting what we deliver in front of a buyer sometimes is a problem. And that's what we really need help. I can be very good web designer, or I can be very good digital man, I can be very good network man, I can be very good in anything I do, creating patterns, anything. I'm good at that and I'm doing that. How do I get more customers? How do I get myself in front of clients? I pick up the phone and I do 10 phone calls in the morning. Normal statistics will tell you out of the 10 phone calls in the morning, 7 or 8 will tell you no. By the time you get your no, I don't need your services, you're deflated and you don't want to call again. And that deflates you for the rest of the day. So most of the clients say to me, Stav, what I want you is to get me in front of the prospective buyers. So to do that, how we do it, the first thing we do is prospecting. We need to know who we're selling to. What's the point selling something if we don't know who's going to buy it? Then once we know who the prospect is, or which group of businesses they're going to buy our services, we need to qualify. And that business, that specific business, is it good for me? Should I buy from you? Or should you buy from me? We need to make clear of that. The next thing we do is the approach. How do we approach the client? What do we say? Excuse me, buy from me, you know, I'm the best in the world. Yeah, come on. How do we approach it? How do we make the approach? How do we contact the person? Do we do it by telemarketing, digital media? Do we actually do it by networking? And however we do it, the first approach is absolutely crucial. If your eyes and my eyes don't connect and you don't like me, I don't like you, more or less we're not going to buy. So the first approach is crucial. Then presentation. How do we present ourselves? How do I present myself to you, and how do you present to me so we can actually buy? Do I understand what we sell, or do you understand what I'm saying? I have to clear it. There is an excellent lady who does communications here. We sometimes have to be very, very clear how we communicate the message of what we do to the prospective buyer. Presentation can be one-to-ones, can be 1-minute presentations like Mike's Club, or it could be a full presentation that I'm delivering right now. All these presentations, they have the same effect. It's giving a message to the person, to the prospective buyer of what you deliver. Then the next thing from presentations is overcome objections. All of us, first we say no. As much as I like you, but I don't like to stay in a hotel because Braston Point may be a little bit better. You're going to give me 5 reasons why actually I should be staying on yours without degrading Braston Hall. That's the key, isn't it? Overcome, and it doesn't mean because I said I like Braston Hall, I wouldn't stay in the Lincoln Hotel. It's just our nature as human beings to say objection, to say no. Sometimes by saying no, it allows me more time to understand what you're giving me a lot better, so I can make a command decision. By saying no, initially, it's because sometimes you have the fear of failure. If I buy something from you, if I buy the cards from you, and I didn't buy from somebody else, and that somebody else may be slightly better than you, it makes me feel that I made a mistake, yeah? So I will say no to you, and I will try to search to find it, yeah? It doesn't mean because I don't like your cards, it just means I need to know more from you. Does that make sense a little bit there? So that's what they come in objections. Close the sale. Some of our clients, they go down, they do beautiful presentation, they speak to people. Do you know what they don't do? We don't do sometimes. We don't ask for the sale. Staff, listen mate, I came, I saw your cards, they're absolutely really in a bad state. We need to be cleaning them. What, can I come and clean them on Monday? It's going to cost you 300 quid. Sometimes we say you have to ask up to 5 times in a meeting for somebody to buy. It's cruel. You have to ask. If we don't ask for somebody to buy a service, most likely they're not going to buy it. We don't have to ask once, but we have to up to 5 times on every specific meeting. None of us like to do it because none of us would like to be told, no, I'm not going to buy from you. So that's that. And then let's close the sale and the follow-up. What's the point? Buying a sale or come to stay in your hotel, nobody asks if I didn't have a good time. What's the point going to Mike's club if Mike doesn't ask me if I get in the referrals? What happens if I buy from you, Sean, okay, and you're saving money, but I'm not happy that you're saving money because somebody else told me something different and you don't inquire to see if I'm happy with it. Follow-up is crucial. That's what the people ask us to do. Very quickly, we offer a number of packages. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. It's again, we do potential. Some people haven't got pipelines, so we help them to create a pipeline. A pipeline is going to have a lot of customers you can sell to. Some people, they would like to buy appointments. This is the appointments we provide. There are some other appointment makers here. We work with them as well. Okay, that's some of our pricing we come up with. We can help people with very new starters with easy-made websites. But the most popular of our packages is the growth package, which we do face-to-face meetings, we do business plans, because if you don't plan, you plan to fail. Yeah? And then we do coaching, we do lead, and then we get you appointments and get in front of clients, and then we do various other bespoke packages for our clients. I've got some there to show you later. Okay, now you see this is me and Ben. For Evolution, Ben is here. I call lead intelligence director because everybody who I speak to in business, they ask me, Stav, I want more leads, but I want you to do it cleverly. I want to be in front of more clients. So that's what we'll be doing a lot more. So therefore, I thought I'm going to put a name to myself, which is relevant to what my clients need in Evolution. And a lot of our clients, they want digital growth. So Ben, he deals with a lot with that. So what's the point having a wonderful website, which some people here that deliver wonderful websites, some people that deliver a lot of digital work, like Paul, he will actually make miracles for you on digital media, and some others. If you don't get the leads, or if you get the leads, you don't deal with them. People like Paul and Darren and everybody who does websites, they will bring you some interest. That's what they do, that's what the job is. But if you don't take that interest and convert it into a client, their time is going to waste and you spend a lot of money for not achieving what you need. So in order for us to help our clients, Ben has taken this responsibility to ensure that what comes through from digital work is actually converted to a client. The next part of our business is Coke & Griffith, as I said earlier on. Coke & Griffith is managed by a different group of people based in Manchester and London and me in Lincoln. It does executive recruitment, executive headhunting service, interim appointments, permanent recruitment, and non-executive directorships. Now, you will say, why you do 2 different things, yeah? It's because I'm passionate on both. I love what I do on both, and then I've got different people on each one of the businesses who are passionate of what they do. So we do deliver a fantastic service on that as well. Now, when we say Coke & Griffith, your reliable partner in executive recruitment, it is very costly, sometimes catastrophic, to recruit the wrong senior manager. Imagine if you have a business and you recruit the wrong manager, or even a small business and you recruit the wrong person to work with you. Recently, somebody, because I've got another role, which I work with the reserve forces, the army. Somebody said, well, look, Stav, can you buy my services, blah, blah, and he was negotiating. I thought, yeah, okay, brilliant. Then he said to me afterwards, we talked about the army, move the negotiation. He said, oh, I can't send the people, my staff, is I've got a key manager, I can't send him to join the army, to the reservist, you know, the TA as it used to be called, because if anything happens to him, my business will collapse. So I said, wait a minute, you asking me to buy from you and be committed for a 3-year contract, and you telling me that one person in your business, God forbid, has an accident tomorrow morning, you won't be able to service me. And then it changed the story. In the end of the day, we have to have managers that are capable to make sure that things that happen. So it's costly to get a wrong manager, because if you do, you can destroy businesses, and this is actually proven from the RAC. Headhunting works every time. So let's imagine you know somebody and you want him to be, or you know, or a company who wants a key manager, and that key manager works for a company in Stevenage, and you want him to work for you. How are you going to approach him? You come to us, and we will do the approach, or you come to us and you say, Stav, I want a key person in this position. We would analyze the position you're looking for. We would analyze the type of a person, so the personality of the person is fit in your environment, in your work. Somebody who has the skill, the experience, and the knowledge, and then we'll go and source it for you. That's headhunting works every time. The convenience of employing interim manager. Say somebody lost their sales manager, or you lost a key person in your company, we can actually replace that very quickly for somebody who can be there for a month or 2 months or 3 months until you find the right person and move on. And the vast benefits of hiring a non-executive director. I could tell you, I had a non-executive director in my group before. We did quite a lot of meetings at the time. I didn't listen to him. I wish I did, because my business would have been lost. An executive director is a person you can meet for 1 hour a month, or you can meet him for longer. Somebody who has experience, understands sales, understands growth, understands success, understands failures, understands how business, the mechanics of business works. When you feel tired and exhausted, you can speak to your own executive director and they will support you. So that's what we offer. And it doesn't have to be full-time. A non-executive director can be 1 hour a month. They can be more, as much as you want, and we'll provide that service. Moving on from there, as I said earlier on, look at how different it is, isn't it? As I said earlier on, I come from Cyprus, yeah? I love Cyprus, that's where I originate from. I love England also. So what we actually been doing for many years, we're helping people buying properties in Cyprus. Okay? We do property sales, we do a consultancy service, and we do a representation for clients. If somebody wants to have a business in Cyprus, we help them to set them all up. If somebody wants to buy a lovely property for a holiday, or they want a second property, or whatever they want to do, we will help them to do it. And I'll give you some wonderful stories, but I think time is running out soon. Okay, what we do as Mercava is your reliable partner in Cyprus in Greece properties and investments, and business investments. We help clients to avoid buying their own property from the wrong people. Sometimes when we buy a property, we buy it from the heart, aren't we? Not from the brain. So I was on a training course in Cyprus, back at the Hilton Hotel in Nicosia. That was back at late 1990s, 2000. And it was made by a psychologist. What I realized, this psychological training course, it was a lot of architects and business and property developers were there. And I couldn't see why would an architect and a property developer would need to be on a psychological and emotional course. And then when I asked them and debated the issue, and they said, well, look, we build the properties, we make them look so good, okay, so we can get people to buy it. But I said, well, look, can you deliver it? He says, the point of delivering the property is not an issue, because even if we don't deliver it, we've got the money up front. And that was the beginning at that time when I wasn't very happy with that. So buying in Cyprus from an emotional point of view, not in Cyprus, in Spain and everywhere, ended up you buying their own properties. And a lot of people have bought properties, they have no title deeds. They bought properties, they have huge bank loans and they can't pay. They have people that bought properties by the sea, and now the sea is subsidizing in it, and the properties are not very good, and they lost lots of money. But people, if you come to us, we help them with all that. Help clients to avoid the Cypriot banks chasing them in the UK, thus losing their UK assets and homes. Now, That's a crucial one. You go down to Cyprus, you buy, or in Greece or in Spain, you buy a property, and they're very, very clever there, because if you buy a property and you say for £400,000 or 200,000, whatever, and you say I can only pay £1,000 a month, they will make sure they make the term of the loan up to 40 to 50 years, so your repayment is £1,000 a month. But the interest is quite high. And a lot of it, they use the Swiss franc mortgage to do it. So you've got £200,000 mortgage, which is now 900,000, because the interest is accumulated over 40 years and reversed back. The property is not finished because the developer has not finished the whole of the site. They only sell 20% of the houses, so the other 80 is not completed, so they have no money, they haven't completed the site. So your loan, because you've given a power of attorney, you're now in debt of 600,000 for a house you have not been delivered and you have nowhere to stay. What then happens, the bank will chase you for the money, and they will take it to the Cypriot court. For those that love Europe, they will cry. Those that don't, they want to come out of Europe, they may smile, because if they take you to court in Cyprus and you're not there because you threw the keys back at them because your house is not completed, the court in Cyprus will automatically find against you or against the person who bought the property. That will automatically go to the European court. The European court will automatically send it to the UK, and within 4 years' time, you're just not comfortable now because the property is gone. You're gonna get the bailies outside your front door, seizing your assets, and that happens. So what we do is we help people out when that happens to avoid it. The other side of our service in Melides, it's EU visas through property investments. Okay, a lot of Chinese, a lot of people who've got money, they want to get visas in the UK. They're not going to come through the back street like millions of people through Europe, through Syria and all that. So they're coming in, they invest a couple of £1 million to buy a property, and they automatically get a European visa. Okay, and they usually bring their business over, so we do that. We help them to do that. And successful sales and acquisitions in Cyprus and Greece. What do we mean by that is a lot of people, they bought properties and they want to sell it. If they go to the local market and get the local agent to sell them, he will sell them at a low price. If they come to us, we will get the highest price for them because we're all in the UK. Okay, so that is our Melides business. We help quite a lot of people on that side of it. The latest case I have is for a client who's invested 4 properties, 2.2 million altogether loan. The banks took him on. They were seizing his asset in the UK. We've just about managed to find that on his son, the power of attorney, it was done illegally, so we're now trying to reverse it. So he still will have to pay about 1.2, but at least it's 0.2 million, and all that's just waste of money. If it had came to us from the very, very beginning, it would have been on this stage. So that's what we do in our Cyprus properties. So Melides Limited is business growth and development, senior recruitment and headhunting, Cyprus and Greece property and business investments. That's what we do. So, Melides is sustainable business growth, security in Cyprus and Greek property investments. And if you chat with us at Melides Limited, if you know anybody who's bought a property in Cyprus or is thinking of buying a property in Cyprus and he's got a problem, ask him to speak to us. I can guarantee you we will help him. If you know anybody who wants to recruit the right person, whether it's part-time, full-time, non-executive, in anything to do with senior recruitment, and I mean senior recruitment, speak to us. We will be able to help. Or if you need anybody who needs more clients, more customers, who wants to sell more services and more products, ask him to speak to us. Okay? So have I got any more time left? Or?
You've got a minute left.
I've got a minute left. So for a minute, I will just tell you a little story about a little boy, okay, who actually went to his dad. He was very, very happy, this boy. He says, Dad, today I saved myself 50p. And his father was delighted. He says, well done, how did you do that? He said, well, look, Dad, instead of catching the bus from school, I ran behind it and I saved 50p. Look how good it is. And then all of a sudden, his father smacks him across the head. And he said, you stupid boy. And the boy says, well, why are you doing that, Dad? He says, if you run behind a taxi, you would have saved yourself a £5. So I'd like to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to me.